Erik was a young Viking who lived in a small village on the coast. He loved adventure and was always eager to explore new lands and see new things. However, Erik had a bad habit of lying. He would often make up stories to impress his friends or to avoid getting in trouble. One day, Erik decided to go on a small journey with his best friend Olaf. They were excited to explore new lands and discover hidden treasures. They set sail in their tiny Viking longboat and headed out into the open sea. As they sailed, the weather began to change. Dark clouds gathered on the horizon, and the wind picked up. Soon, they were caught in the middle of a fierce storm. The waves were high, and the wind was howling. Erik and Olaf were afraid that they wouldn't make it back to their village. For hours, they battled against the wind and waves, struggling to keep their boat afloat. Finally, the storm began to subside, and they were able to continue their journey. They eventually made it back to their village, tired and shaken but relieved to be home. Erik's mother was waiting for them when they arrived. She was relieved to see that they had made it back safely and asked Erik how their journey went. Feeling embarrassed that they were scared during the storm, Erik lied and said that everything went smoothly. He exaggerated their adventures and made up stories to impress his family and friends. Encouraged by his success, Erik began to tell more and more lies to his friends and family. He invented daring deeds to make himself seem more impressive. He told tales of battling fierce sea monsters and escaping from dangerous waves, each more elaborate than the last. The next day Erik was woken up by his mother. She asked him to find his little brother Rolf. Erik searched the whole village, but he couldn't find his brother anywhere. Erik went to the beach and saw his brother sitting in Erik's longboat while trying to push it to the sea. Erik ran as fast as he could to stop Rolf. By the time he got to the water, Rolf had already pushed the boat from the shore with a paddle, so Erik jumped into the sea and swam to save his brother. He climbed into the boat, took a paddle, and turned around. In a few minutes they were on the beach. Erik was lying on the sand. He was very tired. He asked Rolf what was he doing and received the answer that made him feel ashamed and guilty. Rolf told him that he was about to go on a journey, just like Erik did yesterday. Rolf thought that it's an easy task and despite his young age he is capable of doing it all alone. Erik told his brother the truth, that he was scared and miserable during his journey, that him and Olaf was very lucky to come home safe and they both are too young for this kind of adventures. When the brothers came back to the village, they told everything to their parents. Their father said that they should tell their story to all of their friends and family as well, to make sure everyone will learn the lesson from it. Especially younger ones, who believe the elders without question. Over the next few weeks, Erik worked hard to regain the trust of his friends and family. He made an effort to always tell the truth, no matter how hard it was. He discovered that being honest was not only the right thing to do, but it also made him feel better about himself. From that day on, Erik became known as a trustworthy Viking who was always honest with his friends and family. He learned that lying can hurt others in different ways. Erik realized that telling the truth is not always easy, but it is always the right thing to do. In the end, Erik's journey taught him an important lesson about honesty and integrity. He discovered that even though it might be tempting to lie to impress others, the best way to earn respect and trust is by being honest.